Hi guys, it's Bunny and today we are going to be turning ourselves into Rainbow Dash, except not quite because I'm not painting on my face blue despite the fact I do have the perfect shade for it in my My Little Pony palette. I think in this My Little Pony palette by Catrice, which I have done a video on before, I'll try and remember to link it if I remember, but I'll probably forget. But the shade Bluebell here I think would be the perfect like colour for her skin. I don't know if it's going to show that way on camera, but it looks the exact same in real life. I don't actually know much about the Equestria Girls dolls. I'm pretty sure this is like a music line or something, but what I do know is that she is from 2013 and we're going to be putting this on this today. I think if I'm not wrong, this shade here is slightly different to the shade that she's wearing on her eyes, but I'm pretty much just going to be using the same shade for each. So I'm going to be going in with the Made by Mitchell colour case, which is what I did last time, and I've got two colour cases, like the pastel and the bright one. And I'm going to be going on with this one, which I think is the bright one, but I do get confused between them because I haven't actually got the name anywhere on it. And I'm going to go in with this blue shade, which I don't think is quite accurate, but we will be going over it with eyeshadow anyway. I'm also going to be completely honest, I know she's meant to go on this side, but I really want it to go on this side, so I might do that instead. But I'll start with just the eyeshadow on each eye first anyway. I'm going in with the brush that the palette comes with, and I'm just going to use the same shade on obviously my eyes. I'm trying to do this pretty quickly because I haven't actually set my makeup at all today, because obviously I'm going in with these, which are creams, and I don't want to like mess anything up. So I'm just very quickly going in with like a very light thing. I will be going over this with an eyeshadow anyway. The way I'm doing this is just so quick because I'm mostly just putting the base down, which, I mean, it's not really that hard. It's actually just going over just above my crease so you can kind of see it because it will blend out later anyway. But you can see just how pigmented this palette is. It's amazing. It has slightly sheared out a little here, but that's okay. We're not going for the most coverage you can get. We're going for speed, I guess. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to just dab it in here. And I'm going to try and blend it out with this since it is more of like a blending brush. I don't even know if this is going to work because I've never tried this before, but it seems to be going not so bad actually. I think this is actually working pretty well. And I am doing it on both eyes because the like lightning bolt kind of just goes over it anyway. And that is how just the eyeshadow looks already. I'm not going to go under my eyes just yet, which you can see some major bags on. Oh my god, I didn't realise how tired I looked. But I'm going to go in with the lightning bolt and I am going to do it on the correct one, even though I still think it would look way better on this one. So I want to go above my eyebrow area, like around here, I think. I've not put a load of product on my brush just so I can like have a little look at where I think the highest point is, because it does want me to put an eyebrow on, which I don't know if I will do just because obviously I don't have any eyebrows. So I might not do that. I'm sorry, I won't be fully accurate. Although if I did decide to, I do have like the perfect kind of blue shade here. Okay, I think this is the Brights palette and I'm using the pastel palette from what I think. I don't know. Made by Mitchell, if you are seeing this, which I strongly doubt you are, please just label what palette is what, because I get very confused unless I literally have the listing of the palette up in front of me. Okay, so I've just put her next to my phone and I can just about see her without like having to squint. Hopefully you're not going to see like her foot or anything popping up in the corner because I've just had to readjust a bunch so that doesn't happen. But I have 1, 2, 1, 2 is what I'm doing here. So I go in twice. I've already done that and I'm going to go... Oh, this one needs to be further out, so... 1 there. And I'm just going to bring it down here too, and then 1 here, and then in. Okay, that's something. I'm gonna quickly bring this a little further in because I realized like the little dip that I made doesn't quite look like it's there, like it's meant to, but I think that looks pretty okay. I'm going to fill it in so I can see it just properly because I feel like as an outline I can't even see exactly what I've done here, but we seem to... Oh, okay. Oh no, that seems okay now. Okay, it looks a lot better now that I'm filling it in. So I've sped it up right now because I'm filling it in, but I'm also going on the edges to sharpen up the lines a little bit because they are quite not sharp. But yeah, I'm just fixing that up now. I do feel that I've done it like a lot wider, and I am very scared to do it down here. I just want to say this is my first time trying out this look, so it's kind of an experiment rather than me teaching you, just so you're aware. Okay, so next I want to go like this. Oh, that's not easy. That is not easy at all. And I go in a little bit. And then I go like that. Oh my god. And then from here, I just bring this up. Bring that in. And then, this is so like nerve-wracking. Sorry, I keep looking down to look at my palette. And then maybe I'm back again doing a voiceover just to show you guys how carefully I'm trying to do this and how I'm really building up the opacity here. I think I'm doing a good job. I don't even know if this looks good. I can't work out if I like this. I'm not gonna lie. This, ooh. We're gonna quickly go over side by side. So obviously I still need to adjust the color. It is a little bright, but you know what? I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's as bad as I'm telling myself it is. I think it looks good. We're also going to go under our eyes quickly. Not too much, just a little bit. And this one's probably not going to get blended out as well, but that's fine. I'm not going to put any more product on it, but I'm going to go with the fluffy brush and like blend it out a little bit. Just like so. That's blended out a little too much. Okay, I just went in with my foundation brush just to clean that up a little bit. And I'm also going to go over here. It's not like fully opaque in some places, so I'm just going to go over that quickly as well. Also, on the lightning bolt here, I'm not actually bringing it all the way down to my eye. I'm cutting it off where like here, where my eye creases over, just because you can kind of somewhat see where the line is on there, so I kind of want to do it very similarly. As much as I don't know how much I want this colour and I do want it a bit darker, the one I was going to go over it was with this one here, Moonstone. So I'm thinking about maybe going in with that and dipping into Glory at the same time just to lighten it up a little bit. Just because those are like the only two colours I really have as an option right now. So I'm going to do it on the eyeshadow first. So I just went in with a dip of each and I'm going to put that over because I do also want the shimmer that comes from that. I think I'll go in with a little bit more of this onto the actual lid itself though. And like kind of blend it that way. Actually, this seems kind of perfect. See how just that colour goes here because it doesn't actually appear as dark as it does in the pan, at least not when I'm going in with this kind of brush. It very much does if like I swatch it on my finger and then put it on. But, oh wait. No, I like that. Okay, forget I said anything about putting Glory on it. I'm just going to go with Moonstone and go with my finger a bit as well. I'll blend it out with more of it on my brush because obviously that does create a pretty harsh line when you go in with your finger. But that's not bad at all. Bring it into the lower lid. I quite like that. I think that definitely turns out better than it would. It does feel very weird blending and then also having that right there. I'm just doing it with a fluffy brush here and I'm going to go back in with the same brush I used up here for the actual like lightning bolt. So that is what just the eyeshadow looks like shimmery. I really like how it's turning out, but I am going to do the lightning bolt the exact same just because that one is technically meant to be a little bit darker anyway. And maybe if I'm using this brush it will turn out a little bit darker since it is just a little bit damp already. And oh, is it doing anything? I'm going in with quite a lot and I can definitely now see the difference that it's making, but I don't know if it's showing up much on camera. I definitely think that I am going in with quite a lot, but it's not really coming up as much, so I'm going to wipe this off. Just onto the makeup wipe that I used earlier and the one that I wiped my finger on, because it'll also get it like that little bit damp as well. There we go, so it's a little bit damp now and it's not as like stiff from the Made by Mitchell stuff, and yeah, that is picking up way nicer and coming down nicer now. I don't know how well you can see on camera though. I guess this is meant to be like a very subtle difference though, like I didn't want to change the colour into how dark it is on here, so I'm not mad about how it's coming up now, but it kind of wasn't showing up at all before. I'm definitely more worried about fallout when I get to the bottom, but I'm just sharpening up these edges a little bit first. Yeah, that looks good. I think next time I do one of these videos, because I've done one already and this is my second one, I want to learn a little bit more about the ponies because they're quite interesting. I think there is a slight different like variation in the makeup that the dolls have. Like some have the makeup like this And then in some dolls, they have the makeup like this. So I think maybe for that I can go in and talk about them a bit better. Because as a kid, I actually refused to watch anything Friendship is Magic and G4 related. Is it G4? I'm pretty sure it's G4. I refused. Like, I grew up with a generation before that. And I was so upset when they changed it. I couldn't handle it, and I boycotted My Little Pony. And now, as much as I'm not really a fan of the ponies themselves, except for Pinkie Pie, I will always love Pinkie Pie, I am definitely a fan of the dolls. And by not a fan of the ponies themselves, I am still talking about the Friendship is Magic ones. I'm definitely still a massive fan of the ones I grew up with. In fact, Rarity back then, one of my favourites, and Wisteria, top favourite pony ever. She beats Pinkie Pie. The only reason I tell people Pinkie Pie is my favourite now is because no one knows who Wisteria is. And I know for a lot of kids growing up now, they're going to be like, I don't like those. I like the ones I grew up with. And you know what? Valid. I have like toys that I do not like the old ones of, and I love like the more modern ones because those are the ones that I was first introduced to and the ones that I grew my attachment to. I can kind of say similar things about like G1 and G2 ponies. Like they're not my favourite. In fact, my favourite of all time are G3.5, like the little Ponyville ones. Oh, perfection. I think I will do the eyebrow just to make this a little bit more even, which means we are back wiping my brush off again, and I'm going to go with the dark blue I showed you guys earlier. I think that'll just make it look good. By the way, the shade I'm going with is called True Blue, and the one I used before was called See You Later. I know I didn't say the shade names. Oops, sorry. Anyway, I haven't drawn like eyebrows from scratch in a long time, especially not with a colour case, so bear with me. I've kind of been going eyebrowless since I reshaved. I'm not going to do the same eyebrow that the doll has because, sorry, but it's kind of ugly. I think it is, honestly, I wouldn't even say it's a very 2013 one. I'd say it's a lot of a, I don't know, older style of brow, although it definitely is like pre-Instagram brows of 2018, so maybe it was in 2013. But if I did it the same, my eyebrow would literally start like here, and sorry, no, that's like way too in. I definitely could have done this eyebrow a little bit better, so I'm going to go with another one of the exact same brush because I've got two of them, and I'm just going to carve it a little bit. This isn't something that I would normally do, but when I messed up, I kind of just let myself have like a little bit of a, not practice area, but like a little bit of a mess around area just so I can make the top bit look better. And since my concealer isn't really lighter than my skin tone, I can do this without it looking very 2018 carved out. That's why I normally don't do that. I spend ages having to like mess around with it. But I think this is like a kind of accurate to the doll brow. I definitely wanted to bring in how curled over like the brow is. I don't know how you can see it, but it just looks like a that. It looks kind of like a clown brow, so I kind of tried doing that in my own way. I don't know how good it looks, but I tried. It's not a brow that suits my face, but I wanted to make it a little bit more accurate. Now, the doll definitely has some very nice eyelashes and eyeliner, which I'm going to try and do off camera because I'm not the best at it. And I want to give myself the best chance, but I will come back the second I've done that. And I'm going to be putting false lashes on for the first time in like a long time. So I'll be right back. So, do we look alike? I think so. I did my liner on my lashes off camera as I was actually powdering and putting some highlight on. I saw on the doll kind of where her crease is meant to be, they've got a little line. They did theirs matching the eyeliner, but my eyeliner doesn't normally go that high up, so I just kind of tried to recreate it with a little line anyway, just because I thought it was a little bit more accurate, and I'm pretty happy with the result. I think I look quite good. I'm not gonna lie, I look pretty sweet. I do have one more doll that has this makeup that I still need to do, and then I've got a couple of the ones which just have something on their cheek which I also need to do. And maybe I'll recreate this and actually paint myself blue. What do we think of that? Is that a concept? Should we try it? I mean, I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do like a proper cosplay or something. Like I'll try and get an outfit for it too. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is how it ended up. I'm actually a really big fan of it. I just wish, like, I had to have my hair tucked behind to actually show off the lightning bolt, which, I mean, her hair kind of goes like that anyway. It's meant for ponytail, even though she has some really cool bangs. They just don't really sit that way on this doll. I did get her secondhand, so that's why. And I still need to kind of do her up a little bit. She's got some like staining here and everything, but enough about the doll. I've actually got two of her. But yeah, this is what the doll inspired makeup turned out like. Do you like it? Who do you want to see me do next? Because I know who I'm going to do next at some point. But who would you want to see? And I can see if I can try and find that doll. I'm trying to go to the card boots every week to try and pick up some more of these, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to. And yeah, that is everything. I hope you guys did like this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. You're probably going to be seeing this makeup in another video as well, because I normally film a couple videos on one day. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!